Originally, this video was supposed to go out at the end of the month, but then I kind of realized it didn't. Darn leap year. Greetings, fellow Vita fans. This is James with PS Vita at 2 AM, coming at you once again with another exciting video. And if you're new here and love everything PlayStation Vita, don't forget to subscribe. Recaps. I think it's time for us to recap. So let's recap, shall we? These are all of the games that were released in the wonderful month of February 2020. Beginning with 0, 0, 0, and 0. Anybody else out there also wondering why they call this game 0, 0, 0, 0? I still don't get it. Kind of funny how shortly after this game was released, I realized that it only had 4 zeros, thus it would have been kind of easier for me to pronounce this shenanigans. But I digress. 0000 is a unique 1-bit low-fee platformer that sets to challenge players in a plethora of levels that will require skill and careful maneuvering. Dodge, shoot, and jump your way through randomly selected levels as you progress, or die, featuring a smooth, spectacular soundtrack to groove to while jumping your way through hazards and enemies. Do you have what it takes to complete all 100 levels? Whoa, that's a lot of levels. Difficulty but fair gameplay experience. A race mode where players can go head to head against a friend to see who is the true master of 1-bit platforming genres. Randomly selected levels that trigger after every death and level completion. You are sure to have hours and hours of fun with this title. Or, you know, potentially throw your Vita out the window due to frustration. Whichever comes first. And because the devs out there apparently hate me, this is Just a Phrase by Pogey, a hangman-style word game with a twist. One word in every phrase has been replaced by a homophone to make it tougher to deduce, like nuclear waste and strike the right chord. The new phrase sounds familiar when read out loud, but have humorous and surreal new meanings. This cross-buy product entitles you to download the PlayStation 4 and Vita versions, depending on which one you choose. Oh yes, that's actually the selling point of the game. Can't say I'm surprised. Now let's move on. The less we talk about this title, the better. Wait a second, isn't reed like some sort of musical instrument or something? Well, regardless of that, time for my announcer voice, which sounds mostly like my regular voice. Reed Remastered is what we're talking about now. Long ago in a beautiful and mysterious world of an old supercomputer created the digital world that is now breaking down. In a final effort to stop the impending end of the virtual space, a small creature named Reed was created to save the world. Help Reed collect information cubes in order to recalibrate the world and reboot the system. Avoid enemies and traps along the way to successfully move into the next world. The virtual world now depends on you and your platforming skills. The features of this game are 50 levels to conquer, beautiful pixel art graphics, ambient music while collecting cubes, and unique traps across the adventure. It should be noted too that this game also supports cross-buy, but since it's not a Pogey game, I won't hold it against it. Now we demand nothing but Knightin. Wasn't a very good segue now, was it? Join Sir Ludelot on his epic quest in this little adventure. Explore and fight your way through the 4 dangerous dungeons filled with dangerous traps, devious puzzles, and magical artifacts. Survive all 4 dungeons by unlocking new abilities and items that can help Sir Ludelot conquer his enemies. Nitin Plus is a classic adventure inspired by many of the amazing masterpieces from the 90s. Classic adventure gameplay awaits you, tongue-in-cheek story that shouldn't be taken seriously by any means, kind of like this channel. Stylish pixel art graphics, groove to a catchy original soundtrack while exploring. This too also supports cross-buy. But since it's not a Pogey game, I won't hold it against it. And now, what is probably my favorite game of the month, Gambare Super Strikers. This is an innovative mix between tactical RPG and soccer. Win matches to level up and earn new equipment that will allow you to learn special abilities, boost your player's stats, or protect yourself against altered status effects such as sleep, silence, or poison. Key features in this title: level up your player, equip items, learn abilities, and much more. 35 special abilities that can inflict up to 10 alternate status effects. Spectacular animation with anime-style aesthetics. Both 7-a-side and 11-a-side game modes. I'm assuming that means how many characters can be on the screen. Also, anybody out there get a Captain Tsubasa vibe from this game, or is it just me? It can't be just me, right? It's true I have an active imagination. My imagination can't be that good. Another game that came out in February was Vassilis, and yes, I do realize I was mispronouncing this game's name back in my news video, as I usually tend to do. Vassilis, you play as an old lady who has lost her husband. The city is in riot for a long time, and almost every day something burns or someone dies. So, you know, it's up to you to stop all that, or maybe just to spectate it. I don't know. Still haven't had a chance to try this game out yet. And lastly, we have Balthazars Dream. I know, some of you are probably wondering out there, hey, wait a minute, didn't this game release last month in January? Kind of, sort of, but not really. See, there was a glitch with the game involving the PlayStation Store, and some regions got it back in January when they were supposed to, while other regions didn't get it until February this month. Thus, I thought I'd throw it in here as just kind of a bonus title. A pixelated platform game about a dog trying to rescue his owner. I love it! Heck, wish my dog would do that instead of just, you know, peeing on my leg. Well, my dear friends, that about covers all of this jam-packed month that we had full of PlayStation Vita games. Which were your favorites, though? Which games spoke to you? Which ones did you buy simply for the Platinum Trophy? Oh yeah, I know that's a thing. So let me know. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. The following video has been brought to you in part by all of these wonderfully generous people who helped make this content possible, including David Ray, Phantom XRS, Saul Ramirez, Kyle Brooks, JR, E-Rock, Pierre Sterner, Adam Theory, Sculpture Tugel TCG, BMF, Ruben Gutierrez, Joshua Williams, Jared Haddo, Kevin Enright, Heston Joseph, Aaron Swanson, Rodrigo Vera, Hero Acer, Adam Sondy, Dennis R. Huggins Jr., Richard Cruz, Buzz Sayin, Jelle, Mario Cruz, Larry Anderson, Matt Fox, Reiko Star, Neo Arashi, and Jace Ballerin. If you would be interested in supporting the channel and seeing your lovely portrait on this end screen, then check the links down in the description below. I have multiple ways for you to do so. So take a tip from Nike and just do it. I don't have to pay any royalties for that slogan now, do I?